from the 31. Wilson, they'll run the screen with Carson. And he went nowhere. He'll lose yardage back to the 29. It'll go down as a 2-yard loss, and it brings up a third down. And he's got his target. That's Moore. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. 10 yards and a Seattle first down. They'll run on first down. It's Carson. He'll get about 3 as he's brought down right around the 42.
Brandon, all things considered, they have to feel pretty good about getting that type of a gain, considering the blitz that they just had against them.
At the 42-yard line.
On 2nd and 7, Wilson toward the center of the field, but it's incomplete.
Well, they certainly did a nice job there, picking him up out of the backfield and then running stride for stride with him. That's good coverage, and it led to an incompletion.
They head to the line facing a 3rd and 7 following the incompletion on 2nd down. And he's got Lockett. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. Great way to convert on 3rd down there. 21 yards the play. So into Cardinal territory now. It's 1st and 10 at the 37-yard line. He's going to look deep for Moore. That's going to be caught. And he will score. Touchdown, Seattle. DK Metcalf. 37 yards. And the Seahawks have taken the lead. And this is up and good to make it 7-3.
Makes the score Seahawks 7, Cardinals 3.
And after the touchdown, here's Myers to boot it away. Fields it in the middle of the end zone. And tackled at the 21-yard line, so a net negative there of 4 yards.
Over 1st and 10. At their own
ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. And last time they got 3 points, but it was a chip shot field goal. And when you go to the sideline after a chip shot field goal, maybe the offense not too happy.
It's a balancing act, isn't it? Because you're exactly right. They're none too pleased that they didn't punch it in for 6 points. But you also have to remember they did put points on the board.
3 points is 3 points.
And in this league, you take points when you can get them. Not easily done.
Here's a first down throw that's complete. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8. 2nd and 2. A good pickup there. 8 yards on the first down completion. Facing a 2nd and 2 after that last catch. Good for 8 yards. And he'll be taken down at the 46-yard line.
2nd and 2 is prime time for a little bit of a gamble, isn't it? Open up the playbook. Go play action. Toss that bad boy deep. But in this situation, go ahead and give it to your back. Let him pick up a first down. Keep the sticks moving.
And he's up across midfield and down into Seattle territory. It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3.
Brings up 2nd and 3.
From the gun, it's Drake. And he'll be taken down at the 44-yard line. 4 yards the pickup, first down.
A gain of
2 minutes to play in this first half. 7-3, our score. A reminder that when halftime rolls around, Jonathan Coachman will have all the highlights and analysis of this first half of play from our studios in Orlando. He'll run it. He'll wind up getting right about 4 there on the scramble, and it's 2nd down. 2nd and 6.
It's now 2nd and 6.
And now Murray's going to set up the throw. Wide open receiver complete. And that'll wind up moving the chains again as the tackle's going to be made at the Seahawks' 20-yard line. That one a gain of 20 and a first down. They had to settle for 3 last drive, hoping this second go-around ends in 6. In good position, 1st and 10. He was looking for Daniels that time, and now it's 2nd down.
From the snap, he certainly looked like he knew where he wanted to go with the ball, but surprise, that guy was covered. So that took his attention elsewhere to no avail.
Murray looks to throw again, 2nd and 10. Being chased out left. And he just chucked that one out of bounds, out of everyone's reach. Maybe a wise call not to take a sack in this part of the field. It brings up 3rd down.
And 10 yards to go.
This offense was on the move. Now 2 straight incompletions have them looking at 3rd and 10. Now Murray again. Throw left side complete. That's Drake. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Arizona. A 20-yard touchdown. And the Cardinals have retaken the lead. Getting your back involved, what's the importance there in the passing game?
Well, oftentimes you can create mismatches because who's going to cover him, and you get him into space, which is where he likes to operate with the ball in his hands. Oftentimes makes people miss, gets that run after the catch, and off he goes.
And into the end zone. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken.
The Seahawks take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Here's the Seattle offense ready to get this drive underway. You're down 3 under a minute to go. How aggressive are you going to be in this spot?
Not as aggressive as I probably would want to be. Only down.
That's caught inside the 20. And all the way in. Touchdown, Seattle. Russell Wilson with 2 first-half touchdown passes. And the Seahawks have once again taken the lead.
For the extra point.
And we didn't even get a chance to settle in for that drive. A quick strike of 75 yards, and they find the end zone.
Don't you get the sense that film study was behind this one, that they saw something that they thought they could take advantage of? The key is calling it in the right situation, knowing when it exists to go to it. They did exactly that. They've got to feel really good about what they did in advance of this game.
Just looking down at the sideline now, their defense is like, man, can you have strung that out just a few plays? Give us a break. Back out there.
Hey, man, give that water break and get on out there and play.
Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. Inside of a minute left in the half, does the fact that you're down on the scoreboard influence what you do, or I guess don't do on this final drive?
It certainly does, but what influences me even more is who I've got running my...
And it's intercepted. Picked off by Quandre Diggs. And his guys are going to take over at the 21-yard line. That late in the clock, 2nd quarter, why not just run it a time or 2 and get it into the locker room?
What you're saying makes absolutely perfect sense. Run it and get out of there. But I'm just wondering if the pressure of today's NFL and the high-powered offenses that you're facing may have forced them into saying, let's try and get some more points.
And that'll be incomplete. The flag was down, so they took a shot, thinking it's on the defense. Let's see. A boost here to start the drive. After the penalty, it's 1st and 5. From the gun, it's Wilson. And that's going to be incomplete. 12 seconds left. The safety, Buda Baker, there to force the incompletion.
It's defended by Patrick Peterson.
Working with 2nd and 5 now. From the shotgun, Wilson going for Metcalf on the deep ball. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Isaiah Simmons picking it off.
Intercepted by the Cardinals. They'll take over 1st and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. Likely time for just one final play, and then it'll be off to the locker room to talk about how they can erase this deficit.
Yeah, and I think a lot of people look at it and go, well, maybe you take a shot here. Maybe you get some momentum going into the half. What's the flip side of that? You do something crazy, quarterback gets hit, ball comes free, and now you're down an even bigger margin. Go ahead and take this one, go to the locker room, start over.
A final shot before half from Murray. And he's going to go down. Couldn't get a throw off with the pressure. Maybe that was for the best, as that brings us to the end of this first half of play. So 2 quarters down, 2 remain. Charles and I return after the break. And we welcome you back live now inside the booth alongside Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin, set and ready to rock for the 3rd quarter.
Zane Gonzalez to kick off for Arizona.
The Seahawks with the advantage, and they get the football first as the 2nd half is underway. Taken in the end zone. And no chance to get away as they'll get him down at about the 17-yard line.
At their own 17-yard line.
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. They have the lead. Now they'll be looking for some separation here as we begin the third quarter.
I like the way you term that because now I think they go a little bit deeper into their playbook. They like what they did in the first half. That worked okay. But in order to get the separation that you just talked about, change things up a little bit. Change your tendencies. Try and hit them a little bit more with some things they didn't see in the first half.
See if they do just that. Now it's Carson. And he's going to lose yardage and be backed up to the 25. It was Marcus Golden that time who came roaring in to get him.
25-yard line.
Now on 2nd and 13. Wilson.
And that's what this defense is going to need to do more in the second half. Good pressure that time. Forces some indecision in the backfield. He's going to wind up being taken down for a nice loss.
Getting it to him in space pays off big time. That winds up going for 31. So the big play gets him across midfield now for 1st and 10. They'll toss it out to Carson. Trying to bounce it outside, but he's only able to get it back to the line of scrimmage.
Isaiah Simmons on the tackle.
Tackled by Isaiah Simmons.
On the play. 2nd and 10.
On 2nd down, Wilson.
On his 44-yard line.
Now he's forced out right. And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. Hassan Reddick able to drop him for a loss of a couple.
No doubt that's a very good play defensively right there because you've always got to be aware that he can take off and make a big play with his legs. How about the way they were able to contain him? That also tells me the coverage was excellent downfield.
That's complete into the hands of Carson. And they're going to have another first down as the tackle's made here at the Cardinals' 32-yard line. That one good for 14 and a Seahawk first. From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. Here's Wilson to throw. He's going to let this go. Back of the end zone. Back of the end zone. Could he get his feet down? No, it's incomplete.
This has certainly been a physical game so far. Limited scoring opportunities for both sides. And there's another chance that goes unfulfilled.
We sit in quarter number 3 out in Seattle. A 2nd and 10 now. Now a pass dumped off to his running back. And this one's going to go the wrong way. Losing yardage back at the 42.
Yard loss on the play.
I really don't know where to go with this one. He caught the pass, but in the opposite direction towards his own end zone. That's not one you get every game.
Open man is Metcalf. He's got it. And they're going to have another first down as the tackle's made here at the Cardinals' 19. A real letdown defensively. That was 3rd and a bundle, but they allow the conversion. So here's a 1st and 10 now down inside the 20. Here's Carson. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
Simmons on the tackle. 1-yard gain. Brings up 2nd and 9.
On 2nd and 9, Wilson. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on 3rd down.
Well, so much for getting separation. No chance there. Locked down tight, forcing the incompletion on that attempt.
After an incomplete pass on 2nd down, that'll leave him trying to convert on 3rd and 9. And he's going to go down. He's sacked back at the 24. Marcus Golden, too much to handle that time, gets the sack.
It's 4th down.
They're going on 4th down. It's Wilson. And he finds a man. It's Olsen. And able to get him down, but he does reach the 5. Some collective exhales over there on the sideline. A big pickup through the air on 4th down. And he's got it. Caught in the end zone for the Seahawk touchdown. Making a hat trick for Russell Wilson. 3 touchdown passes now. And the Seahawks add on to their lead. Now Myers for the extra point. Oh, he pulled it right. It's no good.
Jason Myers to kick off for Seattle.
Now he's back out there to boom the this one away, maybe with some frustration after the PAT miss. Fielded in the end zone. And that decision to bring it out ends up not being a good one. Cost him about 5 yards as he's tackled at the 20.
At their own 20-yard line.
Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. And here we are almost through 3 quarters of play, and this passing game still has not really found any kind of rhythm.
Put it mildly, because they're not even over 100 yards yet. And in today's NFL, where it's a pass-first league, that is quite surprising. Not many teams patient enough to stick with the run. Everybody wants to advance the ball through the air. They've got to get their timing back.
After the incompletion, here's 2nd and 10 from the 20. To throw again, Murray. And the Seahawk defense gets to him, and they bring him down. Jaron Reed picks up his 2nd sack of the afternoon. Well, that last sack puts Murray and the Cards in a tough spot, 3rd and long.
15.
And the throw there going to be incomplete.
That's an excellent job right there on 3rd down. Like any defense, you never want to let them get anything started, and that would have been a 1st down. Instead, you saw the contact on time, no penalty, and before this drive could get wings, it's 4th down.
Murray staying put for now. They'll go for it on 4th down. They do go for it. It's Murray. Flush to his right. And they will not be able to hook up there. It's incomplete. A surprising move to go for it. And predictably, at least somewhat predictably, it doesn't pay off. And now the football is going to go over, already being placed at the 15-yard line. They go play action here on 1st down. He'll buy some time right. And it's caught. And he is in for the Seattle touchdown. Wilson connects with Tyler Lockett. And the Seahawks find a way to stretch their lead.
Brandon, is there any way you and I can join this quarterback in the zone he's in? He's absolutely feeling it. Touchdown after touchdown, throwing the ball.
Jason Myers to kick off for Seattle.
So with a missed PAT in his rearview mirror, he goes back out to kick this one off. Takes this about 5 yards deep. And the decision to come out of the end zone is going to cost him 5 yards as he's taken down right at the 20.
The Cardinals take over 1st and 10.
And this should be the final play before the quarter ends. Murray going to run play action with Drake and look to throw it. Escaping the pressure right. And that one incomplete. They try to sneak in a deep ball with the clock running down, but to no avail as time will expire on this 3rd quarter of play. After the incompletion, here's 2nd and 10 from the 20. Throwing again. Murray. Flushed out right. He'll try and run it. And he'll go out near midfield at the 49. That one covers 29 yards. 1st down. They show run with 3 tight ends here on 1st down. To throw is Murray. The hook up on the right side to Hopkins. And he gets this inside the 35-yard line. The catch and run, good for 18 and a 1st down. 1st and 10, and they've got 3 tight ends out there. A jumbo package look. On play action, it's Murray. Looking left side, and he's got a man. It's Drake. And he's going to get 7 out of this before being taken down at the 27.
Brings up 2nd and 3.
You got the big lead defensively. Willing to give him that underneath stuff, right?
And this is why you work on your tackling. Tackle them after the catch, inbounds, keep the clock running. Just go ahead and bleed the game out that way.
To throw again on 2nd down. Murray. Looking for Fitzgerald, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 20, and he's able to take this one back to the 36-yard line. If they had designs of kind of wiggling their way back into this one, that hurts their chances right there.
They had to put it mildly. Look at the lead, look at the deficit, trying to make a play downfield. Everyone seeking to be somewhat the hero. Didn't turn out that way at all, and you're exactly right. It's going to take a lot for them to have a chance to win this one now.
Brings up second.
On 2nd and 9, Wilson.
37-yard line.
Oh, a scrap for the football, and he's going to come down with it. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. 16 yards, a first down.
At the 47-yard line.
Now Wilson on first down. Going for Metcalf on the deep ball. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up 2nd down. Despite the lead here in the 4th, they're still taking shots.
Not content to sit on this lead at all. And to me, it raises the question of what's right in this game nowadays. Do you sit on the ball and run it because you have enough of a lead? Or do you try and extend it because you always feel like the other team can come back?
Extend it. Have some fun. He'll get only 3 there, so it leaves him with a 3rd and 7 ahead.
It's third.
Here's Wilson.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where there'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down a game. Right now, they want to show the world they're up to the challenge.
This is Carson. And this time he's going backwards. So after the no gain on the last attempt, here they get him behind the line. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
And 12.
And intercepted. Maybe the turning point they need. Devondre Campbell, the linebacker, picks it. He's at the 50. He's at the 40. And a huge return as he'll take this one all the way down inside the 30-yard line. I'll tell you what, credit is due there on them preventing the touchdown after that interception.
How about him chasing him down and not giving up the pick six? Because what happens a lot of the time is when you see the interception, you just kind of hang your head a little bit and you momentarily pause because you're frustrated. He shook that off and gave great chase and got it done.
Still a great return and very good field position. Now on first down, Drake again. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on 2nd down.
Brought down at the 2.
They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway. And he pushes forward but comes up short of the goal line as he'll get a yard down to about the 1. 2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. So the Cardinals, they've got the football here as we get you reset. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. Fortunate to get that football back because trailing here in the second half, last thing they needed was to lose the possession.
And the word I think of here is opportunity because it could have been lost there, their chance to score points. But the opportunity for the defense was to go ahead and really close this game down if they were able to get possession.
And it's intercepted at the goal line. Picked off by Jamal Adams. And he'll go down inside the 15 at his own 13-yard line. Well, there's a time and a place for everything. Down 2 scores late in the 4th. I get it. Now is the time to throw it downfield, but that one might just write an end to this ball game.
Yeah, I hear all the time how critical I am of play calls. Not in this situation. No other choice, really. Look at the clock. Look at the scoreboard. Had to press it and take a chance.
Robert Alford that time on the great coverage. An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. Wilson wants to throw it. Going for Metcalf on the deep ball. And that's caught inside the 35. And he is finally out of bounds all the way down at the 30. So how about this for a change in field position? From inside the 10, here's first down on the other side of the field. Now it's Wilson. Time finally runs out. He can't get rid of the football, and he's taken down. The defense showing some anger after giving up the big play. This time they'll lose 1 or 2. They'll come up after the sack on a 2nd and 12. Out of the gun, here's Wilson. This is caught. And they are able to stop him, but he does take it all the way to the 2. They're down here in the 4th, and that personal foul penalty is not going to help.
No, in these types of situations, players will tell you that's extra intensity. From where we sit, it's actually frustration, not a good play.
So the ball's moved to about the 1 after the penalty, 1st and goal. They'll try to run with Carson, and he will take this one in for the Seattle touchdown. Chris Carson, his 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. And the Seahawks are able to stretch that lead out a bit further. Now, these have been no picnic for him so far. He's missed 2, but this one is good.
Makes the score Seahawks 33, Cardinals 10.
And after the touchdown, here's Myers to boot it away. Fields it in the middle of the end zone. And that decision to bring it out ends up not being a good one. Costs him about 5 yards as he's tackled at the 20.
Over 1st and 10. At their own.
Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. They've lost this one. Their offense has struggled. Do they try to put together something here at the end just to take into next week?
Yeah, sometimes teams want to do that, and coaches want to. I remember one time I was on a team, and we were losing late in the game like this, and you knew it was lost. It was over, right? And the coach called a running play and pretty much said to everyone, I want to see something executed well before we get out of here. And that was the message to the team.
Just something to build on.
Just something to build on, get it done, and maybe we can look at that and say, we'll get better as we go forward.
So the victory here for Seattle, and it was their defense that really made the statement after the break. They pitched the second half shutout.
Yeah, think about the team that just got vanquished. They did score in the second quarter. Do you think they thought at all that that would be their last points of the game?
No, but what a second half. The adjustment, whatever they did in the locker room, it certainly worked.
It certainly did, and you're exactly right. Whether it was an adjustment, whether it was just more focus on what they planned to do going in, whether they just played better, whatever it was, it all came together in the second half, and no points were allowed. That's a great way to close them out.
So that'll do it for my partner, Charles Davis, and the best darn crew in the industry. I'm Brandon Gaunt. This has been a presentation of the NFL on EA Sports. It's a win for the Seahawks here as we say so long from Seattle.
Someone put me out 'cause I'm on fire. I can't give up about what they say. They've been searching for that thing to get them higher. You can't catch my drift, can't catch my wave. Damn, Kane, you done killed Abel. Unbalanced land, trying to keep the people stable. The way I feel, I might it all up. The way you feel, you might do it for the bug. All black, born to be a rebel. After this, I might go and water down the devil. Listen to everything around me, I can't see. Picked a dozen roses and left them in Galilee rolling thunder. Don't hear my cry, don't let alibis flash. If I finally starting to realize, never give up and coincide. I can't watch TV, it's all a lot. Tired of trying, go ahead and fly. Everybody want a straight answer, but media keep us blind. A good heart is not hard to find. Why the people try to define infrastructure right? I don't got time, infrastructure right, I don't got time. I could it's all to we're talking about to protecting the sons and daughters from political and slaughter. Someone put me out 'cause I'm on fire. I can't give up about what they say. They've been searching for that thing to get them higher. You can't catch my drift, can't catch my wave. Never play by the rules, guess I'm paying my dues. They gon' try to intrude, poison the multitude. They be quick to accuse, when you got different views. Just know you gon' pay the price, based off the item you choose. Many times in the culture, hit you with MK Ultra. I knew you was a vulture, Holy Ghost get the ushers. No, I can't trust you. Shock you, then now you fluster. Crashing down, I was cluttered. Doing this so subtle, fumbling out through the rubble. Remember this in jungle, the top I was young, get something. In the middle, gotta stay hunting. Why the rush left for nothing? 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 Agitated illusion, only built for confusion. The institution, modern day execution. Think I know the solution. Maybe not should I do it? Just put it in the music. Just put it in the music. Someone put me out 'cause I'm on fire. I can't give up about what they say. They've been searching for that thing to get them higher. You can't catch my drift, can't catch my wave. You'll burn out if you jump into the fire. Can you feel it rushing through your veins? Though you make it all that you desire. Don't see it was that never be the same. You burn out if you jump into the fire. Can you feel it rushing through your veins? Though you make it all that you desire.
EA Sports coverage of the National Football League is on the air. A moment ago, here was the scene with the Cowboys emerging from their tunnel. It was loud. It's still loud. We're ready for football as the Cowboys get set to match up with the Arizona Cardinals.
Greg Zuerlein to kick off for Dallas.
Greg Zuerlein now. He'll handle the honors to get us started. And we are underway here on EA Sports. Fielded near the back of the end zone. And the decision to come out of the end zone is going to cost him 5 yards as he's taken down right at the 20.
Take over 1st and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
Coming out with a jumbo package to start the drive. Here's the first carry for Kenyon Drake. He'll get about 3 as he's taken down at the 23. Give him 3 there on the first play of the game, and it's 2nd down.
3-yard pickup.
Well, that's just a pile of bodies there, and that's when you kind of find out who's a tough guy, right? Who can stand up and make a play. It was only a 3-yard run, but for both sides, they had to walk away from that feeling like, okay, I can stand up when the going gets tough in here.
Now 2nd and 7 from the 23. Play action. Now it's Murray. Buying time to his left. And he's going to keep it here. And he gets this up just shy of the 30 to the 29 before he's out of bounds. 6 yards there off the scramble, but it'll still leave him with a 3rd down. Just play number 3 here on the opening drive, and it's an early 3rd and 1. And now a timeout called by the Cowboys defense. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. Just play number 3 here on the opening drive, and it's an early 3rd and 1. Here's Murray as he sets to throw it. He'll get this to his running back, Edmonds. And he's able to get it to the 33. Good enough for a 1st down.
4-yard pickup on the play.
They're able to convert with a gain of 4.
Arizona.
So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. And now the Cowboys are going to call another timeout. And that's their 2nd charge timeout here in this first quarter. They're down to 1 remaining. Three tight ends in the ball game here on 1st and 10. Murray now to throw. Forced out to his left. Caught left side, Williams. And he's going to be out up around the 45-yard line. It's a gain of 11 and a Cardinal first down. Little glimpse of his athleticism there and what they're going to have to deal with. He can use his legs to dance around back behind the line of scrimmage and beyond the line of scrimmage. And wouldn't you love to get a copy of their defensive scouting report going into the week? Because that's been stressed the whole time. Keep him bottled up, keep him in the pocket. But it's the first drive of the game and emotions are running high. Someone forgot that, trying to make a big play and gave up a bigger one instead.
It's a gain of 7. Brings up 2nd and 3.
3 yards to go on 2nd down, and they've got 3 tight ends out there. Jumbo set. They'll run with Drake. And this won't be enough to pick up the first. A gain of 2, 3rd and 1. Heavy set out there on 3rd and 1. Now Drake. And he's going to have a first down as he's brought down at the 44-yard line. Defense had a chance to get off the field here on the opening drive, couldn't do it. I know that we go into these meetings with coaches, and sometimes maybe we can get, a little bit numb because they're always going to talk about how important 3rd down is, aren't they? Offense and defense. In this case, one capitalized, and the other, as you said, had a chance to get off the field and didn't get it done. And the stop here will come at the 38-yard line.
Complete to Kenny.
And they're getting him involved early.
You feel like they saw something on tape, or they just have a sense with him because he's had a good week of practice or something in that area that they want him involved. Just as you said, they want him to touch it either in the running game or the passing game, but they must like the matchups they're getting.
6 yards was the pickup on the last completion, so here's 2nd and 4. And the Cowboys' pressure gets there this time for the sack. Defensive end DeMarcus Lawrence applied the heat. And we say it all the time, have to be able to get rid of the ball sooner than that.
You have to help your offensive line out. They're going to protect you as best they can. And if you're getting 3 to 5 seconds to throw the ball, they're doing a really nice job. But when you hold it and give up a sack, you're really almost discrediting their work.
And that's complete. It's the tight end Daniels. And he's going to have another first down here as the tackle's made at the Cowboys' 26. Give him 16 yards there, and it's a Cardinals first down as well.
First down.
How about to start throwing the football? 4 for 4 on this opening drive.
Oh, he's slinging it. And oftentimes when you talk about slinging it, you're thinking about a guy throwing it all over the yard, not necessarily accurately. In this case, though, he's honing in on his targets, and he's delivering.
Yeah, the opening script, however, they drew it up for this first drive going to plan so far. And he powers through the first wave, but he's going to be swallowed up behind the line of scrimmage. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
The running lanes have definitely not been there for him here in the first half, and I don't think it's all been his fault. His offensive line hasn't given him much space. A loss results there.
A rare misstep on that last play because the drive has been strong, but now it's 2nd and 12. From the gun, Murray. Throw left side complete. That's Drake. And he's going to have another first down here as the tackle's made at the Cowboys' 15-yard line. 12 yards there and a first down.
Arizona.
Line of scrimmage, the 15. It's 1st and 10. Running, it's Drake. And he's brought down just outside of the 10 at the 11. Tackle made there by Chidobe Awuzie.
On the tackle.
That call makes sense because they've been throwing it well on this drive, and once again they show passing formation, showing the shotgun. Then they ran out of it. That's a nice play by them defensively, though, to hold it to a short gain.
The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6. Throwing now is Murray. And he's able to get it down to the 2-yard line. A good decision in the end to pull it and run, get some 9 yards and a first.
Well, it looked like a quick hitter, a 3-step drop, but when it's not there, what do? He elects to try and escape through the massive bodies up the middle, and he does so and picks up positive yardage.
They'll try and pound it in with Drake. And they'll bring him down after just a short pickup. Give him 2 yards on that one. 2nd and goal now. Good first step there defensively, but they're still knocking on the doorstep, so maybe another run here?
I think so, and one of my favorite coaches used to say, son, if you can darn near lay down near the end zone and get in, give me my best power running play with my best back right now.
On 2nd and goal, Murray. And it'll be intercepted. Chidobe-Awuzie with a pick. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. Charles, not only is that an interception, it's one when you were really knocking on the door for a touchdown inside the red zone.
You're actually thinking points. No matter what, at worst, you're thinking kicking a field goal and getting 3. We might look back on this in the second half and say, you remember when they didn't get points on that drive? This could cost them.
So Prescott and the Cowboys now with a 1st and 10 at their own 20-yard line. No problems right out of the gate. We're going to get a delay. So they'll back him up 5. So a little bit of a stiffer challenge now. 1st and 15 following the delay of game. From the shotgun again to Elliott. And a nice run to get this up over the 20-yard line. And a nice run to get him past the original line of scrimmage. A gain of 7. It's 2nd and 8 now.
It's 2nd and 8.
From the shotgun, it's Prescott. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's 3rd down.
Normally you think the tight end's going to be able to catch the football and handle that contact, but in this case, maybe a little too much target to hit. That one was timed well, incomplete.
So the failure to connect on 2nd down, that leaves them staring up here at a 3rd and 8. Here's Prescott. Open man Lamb, it's complete. And he takes us beyond the 35 before going out of bounds. Prescott and Lamb hooking up for the Cowboy first. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Prescott. Oh, twisting away. And he's going to find his man out of the backfield. That's complete. And a 6-yard gain gets him right around the 43. It's a gain of 6 on the play, and it'll make it 2nd down.
2nd and 4 at the 43-yard line.
Now Pollard. And he'll get it out a couple yards shy of midfield at the 48. A gain of 5, good enough for the first down. 2 minutes on the clock in what's been a scoreless first half. We remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll take you to Orlando and Jonathan Coachman. Coach will have highlights and analysis of this first half, one that's featured no touchdowns as of yet on either side.
So his job's a little bit easier for this halftime.
We get the first highlights here.
Yes, we do.
Amari Cooper, his intended receiver, and that'll bring up second down.
I believe I'm following their logic. Take the big shot downfield, loosen things up. You're hoping to get some points on the board before the half. Maybe now you come back and throw some underneath stuff in order to make sure you get a completion.
So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10. Prescott from the gun. Eluding the pressure right. From across his body, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 47. And they'll set up shop right near midfield at the 49-yard line. So a pretty shaky start here for both sides.
Yeah, each quarterback's throwing a ball to the other team. Do you think on both sidelines they're sitting them down and saying, okay, remember, this is the color jersey we're wearing. They're wearing the other color. Let's make sure we get it to our guys, please.
1st and 10, and kind of tipping their hand at running the ball. 3 tight ends are out there. And a nice job to break free of one tackle, but it slowed his momentum somewhat, and he's taken down right after. DeMarcus Lawrence in on the tackle.
2nd and 9.
The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9. Now Murray off play action. Looking left side, and he's got a man. It's Drake. And he'll go down inside the 45 before going out of bounds.
That might feel like a little bit of a lost opportunity there for the offense because the defense brought pressure that time. And sometimes against that, you can get out to your running back, and it could turn into a big gain downfield. But what a nice job they did getting to him quickly and holding him to a short gain.
They fake the handoff. Now Murray out to his left. He can run for it, and he will. And he'll go out of bounds after taking it a little further down inside the 40. Give him 7 on the tuck and run, and it'll get him a new set of downs. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Here's Murray. Flush to his right. Trying to force it to Hopkins, and it's intercepted. Chidobe with a pick. And his guys are going to take over at the 31-yard line. A young quarterback, Charles, rolling to his right. I know he's right-handed, but is that one that maybe a veteran sticks in his pocket?
I think so, but you have to remember with young quarterbacks, it may take a few years before they get all the stuff out of them that they did earlier in their career or even in their college days when they were used to being dominant. In this case, the NFL veteran defense ended up winning the battle.
Able to hit his target, Lamb. And he's able to take this one up to the 35-yard line. They'll contain him to just 4. 2nd down.
6 at the 35-yard line.
Throwing again on 2nd down. Prescott. He'll find Lamb. That's complete. And he'll be brought down shy of the 40 at the 38-yard line. 4 yards on the completion, and it sets up a 3rd down.
And 2.
As he throws there, incomplete. The passing game not in sync here early, and now it's 4th down.
Every offense tells you they want to come out and start fast. That's not unusual at all. But this group, they've yet to get much rolling through their first 2 drives. It looks like they have to give up the football again after this one.
on as the punt team now as this one's sent away. Good head-down running on the return. Gets about 15 yards. And control of the football switching hands with very little time remaining until the half. Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. Time here for likely one play, and then these two teams will head to the locker room all even.
And you know the play caller's just feeling it right now. Let's go ahead and go for this one. A big shot down. No. Guaranteed the head coach is like, don't get crazy. Take the knee. Let's get out of here. Tie game. We'll just start all over.
2nd and 2.
Facing a 2nd and 2 after that last catch, good for 8 yards. Counterplay, Drake. And he'll work it across midfield inside the 45. And that'll do it for the end of the second quarter. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3.
Gonzalez to kick off for Arizona.
So no scoring in our first half. What will the second half bring as we are now back underway? Taken about 7 yards deep. Pollard elects to keep it, and this will come out to the 25-yard line. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. And we thought this game had the potential to be tight, maybe not this tight, scoreless as we start the third quarter.
And I love the way you use the word tight. I'm going to take it a little bit different direction here because it's not just tight on the scoreboard. I think both offenses have been tight in how they've played this game. No one's been loose. No one's been free. They've got to find a way to make some plays, and I don't think you do it if you're really tight in everything that you're doing in the game.
Second down, Prescott. And the pressure will bring him down here. The Cardinals get home for the sack. Jordan Phillips. It'll go as a loss of about 8 as he gets in there to drop him. They'll need a big play here, will Dak and the Cowboys after the sack. It's 3rd and long. Prescott. Looking deep in the direction of Cooper. Well, this is taken in. It's complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. The defense shaking their heads, not aggressive enough, and they allow him to convert a 3rd and 18. So the line of scrimmage moves all the way across the 50 now as they come up 1st and 10. Out of the gun, here's Prescott. To the inside, it's complete for Amari Cooper. He'll get this one down near the 20-yard line, just shy of the 20. A good pickup there, 26 yards.
Cowboys, first down. 1st and 10 at the 22-yard line.
Prescott now. Throw left side complete. That's Elliott. Not much there, only a yard. He felt the pressure coming there. That was a good job of just making something out of nothing, so to speak.
Yeah, took the hit and still made the play. You know, when we talk about runners, all right, and on running plays, Runs after contact, we call that getting dirty yards, tough, gritty ones. To me, that's like the version of a dirty pass. He knows he's going to get smacked, yet still delivers the football and picks up good yardage.
And a couple of yards as they move it from the 21 to the 19.
Brings up 3rd and 7.
On 3rd down, it's Prescott. Now they're staring at 4th down as Arizona's defense does its job.
Well, you got to think that sooner or later they're going to hit one of those, but the coverage has been excellent thus far, and it was again on the last play.
Zerline's kick is up and through. And the Cowboys are going to jump out to a 3-0 lead. Well, some good news, partner. We will not have a scoreless tie as we finally get our first points of the contest here in quarter 3.
Yeah, just a field goal, but with the way those defenses ruled in the first half, that could be a big 3-point play right there, couldn't it?
And he's able to get this across the 20, but not by much as he's marked out officially at the 21.
Cardinals take over 1st and 10 at their own 21-yard line.
Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. And with the way this offense has played thus far, to be frank, they got to feel pretty grateful to be in the ball game.
I would agree with you totally because they've done all of nothing offensively in this game, yet they still find themselves in a position on this drive where a touchdown can give them the lead. They need to take advantage of it.
They're still looking for that first touchdown here in the 3rd quarter. All they have so far, the field goal. He got maybe a half yard at most, but officially they'll be left with a 3rd and 2. On 3rd and short, Drake. And he's going to have the first down at about the 38. 9 yards on the pickup there, and it keeps the drive alive.
A gain of 9.
I don't know about you, but that almost felt like old-time football there. 3rd and 2 is not necessarily just a running down anymore. A lot of times they want to throw the ball. They went back to the roots and powered forward and got the first down.
Tyrone Crawford in on the tackle.
Early down stuff to put this offense in a precarious position. We know that securing the point of attack, especially against the big-bodied guys in the middle of this D, has got to be priority 1.
And he will go down. A Cowboy sack. Randy Gregory. Credit him with a sack, and it goes as a loss of 6.
And it's 3rd down.
That's going to do it. Clock hits zeros. They're not going to get another playoff. Time has run out on this 3rd quarter. We'll return with more after this break. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. The Cardinals on 3rd down. No problems to this point. A perfect 5 for 5. This is 3rd and 16. Oh, they've intercepted Murray for the 3rd time. Picked up by John Lewis. And he'll get this back to the 32-yard line.
Offensively, this has been a tough day for them. Trying to find a place to throw the football. It's been extremely difficult. I've got to give a lot of credit to the secondary, especially the corners who've had the receivers on lockdown.
From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. Following the interception, here's Prescott. And he's got his man out of the backfield. That's complete. He's going to go out of bounds, but he takes this one down just shy of the 20. 11 yards and a Cowboy first down.
1st and 10 at the 21-yard line.
Prescott on 1st down. And nowhere to fit that football in. It's knocked away and incomplete.
It certainly didn't appear that that's where he wanted to go with the ball initially, so he tried to get something out of it by dumping it off to his running back unsuccessfully.
From the 21, it's 2nd and 10. Looking to throw. Prescott under pressure, and he'll go down. Sacked back at the 31. Hassan Reddick in there to bury him for a loss of 11.
Third down.
Third and long for Prescott. He's going to find Gallup here complete. And he'll be out of bounds about a half to a full yard shy of the 5. They're able to convert on third down, and that sets up a first and goal. Well, probably the only thing he did wrong there was go out of bounds, nursing this fourth quarter lead. You want to stay in, eat the clock.
Yeah, you got to love the effort, the catch, the extra yardage, but you got to know the situation. Stay in bounds, young man.
And a minuscule gain of maybe a yard from the 6 to the 5. Able to stay in bounds, so the clock keeps rolling. And this defense right now backed up in the red zone. Another touchdown, it's over. They've got to stand tall quickly.
Been in this spot before. Now there's a little bit of desperation creeping in. And all you're doing when you're talking to your defensive teammates is, first guy there, hold him up. Second, third guy in, rake it the football. Get it out. We got to create a turnover because one more score, and this game's over.
Going to run again here with Pollard. And he's going to be taken down here still a couple yards short of the first. His defense bending but not breaking. It's a gain of 3. It's now 4th and goal.
Brings up 4th and goal. I ain't going nowhere. I ain't going nowhere.
Can this defense hold him out? Here we go now. 4th and goal from the 2. They'll run it with Elliott. And nowhere to go. He's going to be stopped behind the line. Ezekiel Elliott unable to punch it in. And this Cardinal defense comes up with a goal line stand. Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. A big opportunity to tie it with 3 or take the lead with a touchdown. And he's going to be taken down, sacked back at the 2. Randy Gregory able to drop him that time for his 2nd sack of the evening. Murray to give. This is Drake. And he'll find a little space. He gets us up near the 10. They'll get 6 on the play, and it's going to take us to the 2-minute warning. 3 points separating these two sides with 2 minutes left to go in the 4th. So the Cardinals, they've got the football here as we get you reset. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. Oh, the crusher there as it's intercepted. Picked off around the 37. And his guys are going to take over at the 34-yard line. So they will accept the penalty and move forward. Here's a 1st and 10 at the 14-yard line. Now Murray. And the tip there altered the ball flight, and it falls incomplete. It'll be 2nd down.
You can tell they wanted to get that ball downfield, but they had nothing working in the secondary, so he dropped it off to the running back. That one ended up incomplete.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on 1st down. Murray to throw. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete. Andy Isabella was the intended target, but now it'll be 3rd down. So back-to-back incompletions, now 3rd and 10. And first things first, before you think about marching the ball down the field, you got to move the chains.
You're exactly right. Got to get back into focus here. Get the first down. That's what's vital to them.
And Daniels has it, left side. They stop him for only 3 that time, and that'll bring up 4th down. He got out of bounds. That's a good thing, but still short of the first.
And now, since this brings up 4th down, the defensive play caller, grab your nerves, because now you don't want to be so amped up that you give them a first down by getting out of your lanes, but you also don't want to just...
Oh, a crusher there as it's intercepted. Picked off at the 33. And he'll take this back down inside the 20.
And And that one, oh, it's going to hurt big time. You're in the 2-minute drill trying to get your guys down the field, and it's looking like they're going to come up just short, as this is definitely not his best throw, and it'll wind up being intercepted.
So here's a 1st and 10 now, down inside the 20. Throwing here, Prescott. Looking for his running back, and he's got it. And they've got it inside the 10 at the 8. It's a good gain of 11. Sets him up 1st and goal.
1st and goal at the 8-yard line.
Prescott to throw. And he can't get a throw off. He's taken down. What a huge play at this point in the game. Jordan Phillips, his 2nd sack of the night. Now Prescott. And this is caught. And that could seal it. It's a touchdown.
And that touchdown should make you feel comfortable. But do you really feel like it's totally over yet?
Not totally, but I think you're pretty much there.
Yeah, you've still got to make sure you stay with it, do all the right things down the stretch, especially on defense. But that touchdown there, you got to feel good about your chances.
Zerline good with a PAT. And the lead grows to 10-0. Now after the touchdown, it's Zerline. He'll kick it away. Taken about 7 yards deep. And he'll be dropped at the 21-yard line. So bringing it out of the end zone proves not a good decision. Loses them about 4 yards.
At their own 20.
Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. They might be thinking this is close to a lost cause here. Got to play it out. What do they need to do?
Well, they have a thought process in mind already, but they can't get ahead of themselves. They know that they need to score quickly.
Yep, 2-score game.
Onside kick and get the ball back, and then score again. But they can't worry about the last 2 points. The only thing that matters is scoring quickly. Then they'll take it from there.
Now they're staring at a 3rd and 8. That last play backwards a yard. So this one will end in a victory.
This is second nature. All is automatic. Lion, tigers, meteors inside my mind. Kamikaze, spaceship power, baby. Show me towards
a lot of it. 4 coops, 4 seasons, drop the top a bit. Bust down, but my wrist, time to talk a lot of. I got both my girls head to toe designer. Drip, little bit. Let me feel myself a little bit. Little bit. You ain't talking big. Get out my way, little bit. I can't hear the hate, got a lot of it. Take these bands to the bank, let them rot in it. So much ice on me, I wish I had 2 necks. I got homies that can sleep without 2. I got homies that can sleep without. Gucci and Chanel, I got a lot of it. Walk up in the spot like, hey, what poppin' in? Gon' pop it for me, cause I'm rich and poppin' in. Yeah. Drip, little bit. Let me feel myself a little bit. Little bit. You ain't talking big. Get out my way, little bit. She gon' put it on me, that's a lot of it. 4 coops, 4 seasons, drop the top a bit. Bust down, but my wrist, time to talk a lot of. I got both my girls head to toe designer. Drip, little bit. Let me feel myself a little bit. Little bit. You ain't talking big. Get out my way, little bit. West LA, that where you find me though. Cha-cha macha with it, rockin' black clothes. Whip around that Batmobile, duckin' 5-0. If you step to me, then be prepared for smoke, lil' bro. Let me feel myself a little bit. Let me blow this down a little bit. Drip, little bit. Let me feel myself a little bit. Little bit. You ain't talking big. Get out my way, little bit.
Let me explain what I did. Can I kick it? Hold on. Yeah, I got some rings and a range. Can I kick it? Yeah. Don't ask me a thing. How I got her, how I did it. Yeah. Spend the whole half, had a blast. Can I kick it? Even with a sprain. Pain, can I kick it? Just the flex, I went and bought a chain. Can I kick it? Things ain't been the same. Things have changed. Can I kick it? People acting different, so I ask. Can I?
Hey, could count on my power and look at my dogs from. It was way back then, could claim what you saw, but you weren't with us. The higher the climb, the harder the fall, but how did you get up? I done got rich and went broke, then got rich again, just a little hiccup. I done been ballin' this pickup. Remember me being so bummy and being so hungry, I had to eat gristle. Ay, how did the lady go miss? Ay, her she was magic, she mixed. Met her at one of the functions, we caught her the rhythm, she caught up a friend, they kissed and we dipped it, and that's how we kicked it.
Let me explain what I did. Can I kick it? Hold on. Yeah, I got some rings and a range. Can I kick it? Yeah. Don't ask me a thing. How I got her, how I did it. Yeah. Spend the whole half, had a blast. Can I kick it? Even with a sprain, pain. Can I kick it? Just to flex, I went and bought a chain. Can I kick it? Things ain't been the same. Things have changed. Can I kick it? People acting different, so I asked. Can I? Before I went live, they know what I was. Ain't no one alive that could do what I does. Need a light year just to catch my buzz. Need Sprite here just to catch my cup. Now they don't really talk about us. Now they don't really talk about love. Honestly, they ain't never seen too much. What's love to a guy with a bag? What's heart to a guy with some cash? What's pain to a guy that's mad? Said. What's broke to a guy with a mask? What's both to a guy with a plan? I just wanna kick it, that's all I ask. Like, let me explain what I did. Can I kick it? Hold on. Yeah, I got some rings and a range. Can I kick it? Yeah. Don't ask me a thing. How I got her, how I did it. Yeah. Spend the whole half, had a blast. Can I kick it? Even with a sprain, pain. Can I kick it? Just to flex, I went and bought a chain. Can I kick it? Things ain't been the same. Things have changed. Can I kick it? People acting different, so I ask. Can I?
Irresponsible without your money or not. Thought he had a plan, but we gon' foil his plot. Heard him sneaking in, so we just ran in the spot. And then we spin the block around just like the hands on the clock. Are you irresponsible without your money or not? Thought he had a plan, but we gon' foil his plot. Heard him sneaking in, so we just ran in the spot. And then we spin the block around just like the hands on the clock. Come like a bat of the hell, I dare you to cross like a reverend. And my energy paralyzed, I'm like I'm finger 11. Take a second, I'm finna send it like a parent a message. You the best, if it ain't me, then you need you a confession. You a mess, you ain't scary to me. Heard you was a leader, but that ain't apparent to me. Put dust on you, like cheetah, run up down the air in the scene. And I feel just like Vegeta Prince, and I'm an heir to the seat. I mean, for real. Touch the driver's sauce so I don't even grab the wheel. That's on my chest, but it don't mean the man is stealing. Man, I'm walking with some money, man, I mean a couple mil. Ew, think you need a meal. You ain't even eating while I'm feasting in the field. That's why I'm always cheesing, cause I feel like Uncle Phil. And all those losers think the freshman ain't half the man as well. Are you irresponsible without your money or not? Thought he had a plan, but we gon' foil his plot. Heard him sneaking in, so we just ran in the spot. And then we spin the block around just like the hands on the clock. Are you irresponsible without your money or not? Thought he had a plan, but we gon' foil his plot. Heard him sneaking in, so we just ran in the spot. And then we spin the block around just like the hands on the clock. Just like the hands on the clock, I go back to back when I'm doing numbers. All the mad that I'm driving the bus, so they threw me under. Heard they mad, they don't wanna bust, so they boo each other. Think that they're the winning team, go losing, then they choose another. And that's okay, cause I'm competing with me, not you. I live with blessings like I can't stop sneezing, not you. I hate to break about me and myself top two. I blow away the competition like a bowl of hot soup. And there's no catch, I go and get the bag and I'm not bringing it back. I'm like a down QB, I put the pain in the past. And if you ever had a problem, promise I didn't ask. So it's 444 in the car, my dash. I shake a big, told them all, you ain't first, you last. Little boy, that's facts, I'ma throw that cash to my money. You know what? Let me stop.
I buy like 23. Won't fall again and I put that on me. Yeah, I feel away my heart all on my sleeve. Yeah, that's why I had to put my wrist on freeze. Come for the win, can't take another L. Designer on me, this that new Chanel. Did that splash, did that drip. Yeah, champion, yeah, we here. Yeah, this the winning teams. 6 rings with a pinky ring. Everybody used to pick at me, now I'm the one that they picking. Snakes out, they hit scene, but I can't hear it when the crowd screams. Still ballin' like an offspring. This for all the ones that doubted me. Gotta lose once to be a true winner. Only want the hunters with the blues in it. Eating blood across it where the blood thinner. Juice stay turned like, you know. I've been through that water like Olympic swimmers. Only bread and butter, what we ate for dinner. So I had to dream it till the dream is bigger. Only want the gold, we don't need the silver. Gotta be number 1, number 2 never count. Used to have bubble guts competition, now point them out. Making my babies proud, wanna cop my mama a house. Coming straight out the south, got enough juice to end the drought, yeah. I buy like 23. take another L. Designer on me, this that new Chanel. Did that splash, did that drip. Yeah, champion, yeah, we here. Reaching my goals, I do not feel ashamed. I'm a dog, I'm a beast, and I cannot be tamed. I don't do it for fame, it's the love for the game. I go in like I'm trained. I'm prepared for the rain, they amazed. I ain't break from the sticks and stones they threw. Anything that you could do, I could do it better than you. No matter what I do achieve, still got something to prove. I spent the check on the diamond cross, but still ain't paid my dues. Gotta be number one, number two never count. Used to have bubble guts competition, now point them out. Making my babies proud, wanna cop my mama a house. Coming straight out the south, got enough juice to end the drought. Yeah, I buy like 23. Won't fall again, and I put that on me. Yeah, I feel the way, my heart all on my sleeve. Yeah, that's why I had to put my wrist on freeze. Coming for the win, can't take another L. Designer on me, this that new Chanel. Did that splash, did that drip. Yeah, champion, yeah, we here.
Game over, time's up. Play my cards dealt my hand, ain't really no time for luck. Either you got it, you don't. Lie to yourself if you won't. I put my team on my back, did what I could, what I had. Now I'll be all in my bag. Copy and paste with the swag. Bet you can't do it like me. All my winners on repeat. Take your L like a boss. Stand 10 toes on your feet. I can never take a loss. I ain't set up for defeat. 4 Giottos on the truck. I had a dream and it stuck. Living my life cause we up. Looking back like where the love. So I be hella low key. But contrary to belief, loyalty runs deep. I keep my ear to the streets. Struggle turned me to a beast. I'm out the chain, I'm out the leash. But baby girl, I play for keeps. Told my brother lately, I've been scheming. Against all odds like Willie Beeman. I've been grinding lately, this my season. Lord knows I'm trying to find my reason. Lay it out on the line, ain't no looking back. Giving my all with no strings attached. Came from the bottom, rose through the cracks. Spotlight on you, boy, how you gon' act?
Hey, I remember sleeping with my ribs touched. I remember sleeping with my ribs touched. Now I get it and go.
Turn. You can fold or you can stand firm. I'm a real one, so I ain't concerned. I'm fully built for this life. I think I earned all my stripes. I don't believe all the hype. Get back on my feet and get right. Watch you work, watch him hate, watch him lurk. Can't relate, watch you skirt. Out the mud, out the dirt, above the waters, in the murks, at the gate, on site. Red breed, red tight, set the bar, take flight. Yeah, I've been grinding since a young and they told me my timing was coming. I've been hustling with no fun and forget all the fame, get the money. I'm out in LA where it's sunny. I've been eating since a young and since we ain't have food in our tummy. The life we was living ain't funny, but you cannot take nothing from me. Put that on my mama, my daughter, my cousin, my brother, I'll show you. Way better than I can tell you. The type of dreams that they sell you. That's why I learned from my failures. Don't do the handouts or the favors. Told my brother I'ma get this paper. Was left behind, I'll see it later. To keep it real, you don't need to wait up. Lay it out on the line, ain't no looking back. Giving my all with no strings attached. Came from the bottom, rose through the cracks. Spotlight on you, boy, how you gon' act?
I remember sleeping with my ribs touched. I remember sleeping with my ribs touched. Now I get it and go. 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 I remember sleeping with my ribs touched. I remember sleeping with my ribs touched. Now I get it and go. 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 I remember sleeping with my ribs touched. Now I get it and go. Now I get it and go.